Welcome to Zoriel's Aquarium. The purpose of this video is to show you how I set up my 100 gallons tank without using any chemicals to start up in just 5 days, or let's say less than a week. So first, I use sand to all sides of the tank as my substrate, and after that I use peat moss 1 inch 1 to 1.5 inches thick, and I use some Epsom salt, and I use some gravel, fine gravel, that is 2 inches thick. Same thing with the sand, 2 inches thick, and for the peat moss it's 1 inch to 1.5 inches. Next is I use tap water to fill the tank and stay there for 24 hours. So bubbles will come out, and just for 24 hours. So you can see the bubbles right there to release all the bubbles. I didn't use any bleach. The sand and gravels are used, but I cleaned them before I put into the tank. You can see the bubbles in the glass and from the gravel, and after 24 hours I take out the tap water and leave like 25% of the water, and I use brine to dechlorinate. Because less than a week I will put my Roseline sharks here, and after that I use 3/4 of the water from my previous tank, which is 75 gallons. Make sure that the thickness of the gravel is 2 inches above the peat moss. Peat moss is around 1 inches to 1.5 inches. So I'm draining my 75 gallons, the water from my 75 gallons, and put it here in my 100 gallons. So this driftwood with this fern is from my 75 gallons. So 3/4 of this water is from my 75 gallons. I will not perform any water change once everything is complete. Then the third day, I put the sponge filter from my 75 gallons, the canister filter from my 75 gallons, and the Roseline sharks from my 75 gallons. That is the third day, without using any chemicals for nutrifying beneficial bacteria. I didn't use anything. So as you notice, the water is cloudy. Roseline shark, Denison barb, redline, torpedo barb, Miss Kerala. These are the different names of this fish. These fish are from India. The lifespan of this fish is up to 5 years, and these are peaceful, and they are great schooling fish. They are beautiful schooling fish. Beautiful. Then the fourth day, the water is clear. So I bought some plants to add around the driftwood, because my goal is to not to do water change, and It's a planted tank. So, and I will try to breed this Denison barb or the Roseline shark, which is, we all know that they are difficult to breed. I'll try my best to breed them. And there you go. We have here um, the anubias and some other plants. So I add in, and around the driftwood. So I have fern, so, and different plants to make it beautiful. So these are peaceful fish, gets along with most other non-aggressive freshwater fish species, safe with plants. The easiest way to distinguish between the two is by looking at size. Females may also have duller coloration. A full-grown Roseline shark measures around 6 inches in length. They are beautiful. For their food, you can feed them with flakes and pellets, and the minimum size for this is 55 gallons and minimum of 6 Roseline sharks. And for the temperature, 60 degrees to 77 Fahrenheit. And for water pH level, between 6.8 to 7.8. And for the water hardness, that is 5 to 25 dgh. Roseline sharks are not tolerant of any pollutants, so you will need to be on top of water care and make sure you have a well-cycled filter. Depending on your tank size and how stocked your aquarium is, you might be able to do 25% water changes every other week, but 25% weekly water changes would definitely be better for the stability of their water. So right here you can see I have regular Roseline shark, and I have two gold Roseline shark. And we all know that Roseline shark are rarely achieved in home aquariums for breeding. In terms of filtration, needs highly oxygenated, pristine water and high flow rate. So as you can see, I use right now, I'm using 2 canister filter and 1 sponge filter, but maybe next week I will use only 1 canister filter. So for breeding Roseline sharks, there's not a whole lot of information about how Roseline sharks spawn or how to accurately sex them, though typically females are larger and heavier bodied and males tend to be redder. The information we do have seems to indicate that most of the time they have spawned accidentally in home aquariums and need to be kept in groups of at least 15 to trigger spawning. So going back to the main purpose of this video, I didn't use any chemicals to start up an aquarium tank, planted aquarium tank. I used this used sponge filter, the dirtiest sponge filter, and the canister filter. So this is the 75 gallons. So from that tank, I took this canister filter and the sponge filter, and the 3/4 of this water is from that 75 gallons. So this is the 5th day that I'm running this tank together with the Roseline shark, the plants, and everything. Hopefully this video helps you on how to start up an aquarium tank without using or buying chemicals. You will save a lot of money. Thank you so much for watching. Happy fish keeping.